You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock,
I might
you
grab
are
at that,
looking
I
at
don't
the
know. My
youngest
rap, my
and
blood
best
boils
rising
over like.
star in
Oh God, here
professional
goes. I
wrestling
lost all
today.
feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you had shut the fuck up real bad.
Shut up. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again for another episode of the Heel of the Ring podcast. My name is Adam the Diff Man, being joined once again by Heel. How you doing tonight, Heel?
I'm doing well.
All right, and we are here to cover the go-home show for AEW Dynamite. This was the Dynamite for May the 25th, and before we get into it, Heel, what'd you think of the show overall?
Mixed feelings, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, kind of the same. I kind of have to agree. For me, it didn't really seem like that much of a go-home show. It only seemed like maybe half of a go-home show.
Yeah,
If this, go ahead.
yeah, you kind of had that feeling. There were some times where it did feel like a go-home show, and then there were times where it's like, like it's all. Wait, did I get my date wrong? It's
Yeah. If
all
they're
right
trying
then,
to
yeah.
sell us on the pay-per-view, absolutely. If they're trying to sell us on the pay-per-view, I would say that they only did half a good job of selling me on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but again, we'll tell you, about all the good and the bad.
And the ugly. There's a lot of ugly.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's just get right into it. Speaking of ugly, we'll start with the ugly, starting with MJF's ref shirt.
Oh, you can't deny that ref shirt. That ref shirt is cute.
Oh, you thought it was cute? Okay. Well, good night, everybody. It kind of reminded me of Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam 97 when he was reffing the match between Brett and Taker. It reminded me of that a little bit, but I like that they incorporated the whole Burberry thing, the whole Burberry plaid into the ref shirt. I thought that was pretty cool. Yep, there it is. The shirt that Heel thinks is, quote, cute.
It is. Is that something I would wear? That.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. So
the sleeves, and
I kind of do dig the sleeveless shirt. Anyway, so we're gonna start with Shawn Spears versus Wardlow. Was in a steel cage, and obviously MJF was the referee for this match. I thought this was a perfect opener. I would actually put this up there with one of the best opening matches to a TV show I've seen in a very long time. Heel, what do you think of this match?
To me, I do agree. It was a good opener in the sense that it set the tone for the day as far as you see right there. And ironically, his name's Chairman. Haha, I get it. He has to bring up chairs.
Right.
But because if I didn't know what was gonna happen, this match would have been probably one of the best matches of the year. But sadly, I knew it was going to happen. And on top of that,
Yeah.
that botch did throw me off of the match. I'm like, wait a minute, did you miss that Wardlow? I'm like, yeah, he missed it, didn't he? Like, I'm like, well, on the bright side, Spears, you don't have to feel the full brunt in that. What was that move called again? The Senton or whatever.
That chair shot was ugly, though. That was a full on protected chair shot.
Oh yeah, MJF took that like a pro. He was just like, you know what, it's ECW, time. He was like, let's just go all in with it. No pun intended. and literally,
In a very long time, I've not seen an unprotected chair shot like that. Jeez, it's got to be since the 90s, maybe.
Yeah, and the way he sold it too, with his eyes open and stuff like that, he really did sell it like he was shocked. He was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was on purpose by Spears, and then I had to go back. I watched again. I was like, "Oh, it was an accident." Oh, all right. Well, awesome. Well, Spears messed up, and of course, he had the left up chance.
Oh, I felt bad for the security guard that got thrown by Wardlow, and they got stuck in between the ring and the.
Yeah, that looked nasty too.
Yeah, I was like, "Are you okay there, bud?" I'm like,
all those guys were probably indie guys, and they probably lined up, and they're probably like, "All right, so all of you guys are going to get beat up. You're going to come in one by one, and then one of you is going to get the power bomb. Who wants to get the power bomb?" And then some guy there was like, "I'll do it. I want to be the guy."
Yeah, I hope I get over from this. And it's like, well, you did get over, but probably not the way you wanted to.
Not in a good way. Yeah. So the only thing that kind of confused me about this was Bryce Remsburg came in, and Bryce Remsburg made the count, but he was not the referee for this match. MJF was.
Well, we knew this was going to happen. We saw this a mile away.
I honestly thought that Wardlow was going to knock out MJF, take MJF's hand, and then make the 3 count, not another ref can come in. I thought that would have worked a little bit better.
I heard wrestling fans like saying this all around. They're like, yeah, another ref's probably going to come in or like that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously Wardlow won.
And I think even we said that.
Who's that?
I think even we said that on the show. Like even like Cav and even MK. I think I wanted the WWE show.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But you know what's great though? As predictable as it was still a great match.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna take away from either one of them, but it was a good TV match. No one could say it was bad, but it could have been a little bit better. I'll say that.
Yeah, I suppose it could have been better. For one, not having Bryce Remsburg come in to make the count, Wardlow could have, like I said, taken his hand. But anyway, I thought it was 5 out of 5 stars. I ranked this 5 out of 5 stars.
For a TV match, probably 4 out of 5, just because there was the really big predictability and the botch and all that. Not
even 4.5. Come on, man.
For me, when I think of 5 out of 5 like TV matches, like I'm not just saying this because of the showcase. I think of like Shawn Michaels versus like Rey Mysterio.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, of course. And if you played WWE 2K22 Showcase mode, you're very familiar with that match. You probably had to do it a million times before you're actually able to beat Shawn Michaels. But anyway,
yeah,
I'm not here to gripe about 2K22. We're here to review AEW Dynamite. So, Wardlow won. Security got their asses kicked. Shawn Spears took a total of 4 power bombs, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he just kept rolling up like 1, 2,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, last one being on the chair, which I thought was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Perfect segment. Perfect match.
Yeah.
Well, except for
Yeah, this match definitely made Wardlow get more over. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny because Schiavone was kind of putting Wardlow over, and I'm like, dude, you don't need to put Wardlow over. Wardlow is over.
Oh yeah, the pose on the steel cage, that was epic.
Yes.
If you ever make a book about AEW, that's gonna be in the AEW book.
Oh,
That
definitely. That's
picture.
gonna be like one of those like middle color pages. Yeah.
Yeah, I
No
remember
doubt.
reading the
No doubt.
one
No doubt.
about WCW, ironically, in like
Yep.
school and all
Yep.
that. Yeah, and that I love those books. They told you the weight and everything. Yeah,
Oh
wrestling.
yeah. So next up we have the CM Punk versus Hangman Page face off. Since Kev is not with us tonight, I thought I would say it for Kev. CM Punk comes out to his stupid music.
I like that song though. I never had a problem with it.
The coat of meat with extra cheese.
Yeah. I like the Philly cheesesteak.
What do you think of this segment? I thought it was boring and made Hangman look
Uh,
like a bitch.
I'm just like, dude, I can't wait for you to lose that title, Hangman, because at this point you're basically being forced into being a heel because let's be honest, I don't even think hardcore wrestling fans like you anymore. Like I feel like that scene from Rush Hour, where it's like, man, the girl don't even like you. If
Right.
anyone that remembers that scene, it's like literally you're getting like the wrong type of heat. You're getting like get off my TV type of heat.
It has been kind of a bit of a lackluster title reign for Hangman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, he only really had two good matches. They were both against Adam Cole, baby, and both were good matches. But those were really the only matches that I felt Hangman had during this title reign that were good
Yeah.
matches.
And seeing Punk scold him on the mic. Granted, CM Punk did have a botch when he said myself. He's like, no, I meant yourself.
Right.
But other than that, like, yeah, he scolded him on the mic. Yeah, so if you're a Heyman and Page, I say I like unless you wanted to say a big like F you to the fans by having Adam Page to keep the title, like please have CM Punk go over and then have Adam Page kind of like rebuild himself a little bit.
Yeah.
That's honestly the smart thing to do.
Maybe have Hangman join Bullet Club.
All right, so just something because he's
And we
just
kind
kind
of
of
screw up the Dark Order, but yeah.
yeah he's kind of like losing his flavor because his title reign has just been so. Let's just say it's kind of like aging. It's aging like a nice roast. It started off well and delicious, but over the course of the few days, just kind of like going nowhere.
So like
Kinda
a banana.
Yeah, you're kind of ready to just throw it out and call it a day because no one's really touching it. I know, weird comparison, but
Right.
yeah.
I thought this segment made Hangman look like a bit of a bitch,
It did.
especially when he punched Punk down in the ring after a little bit of a shoving match and that botch that you mentioned, and kind of ran away like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh no!
Did hold on? Did Page even respond to the botch at all? Did he even say anything after that, or did he just?
No, he just kept going.
I'm like, if I was Page right there, and considering a lot of people already don't like me, I'm like, why not respond in a heelish way to that botch?
Right. He should have been like, myself. Oh, you mean yourself? Look, what's the matter, Punk? You nervous?
Yeah,
Are you nervous in the
exactly.
ring with me? Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Are you nervous to fix this champ? What do you think you can't do it or what? Like you having doubts,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Right. I thought this segment was boring, and it didn't do anything for Hangman Page. He said something about a pipe bomb. He said something about like wanting to drop a pipe bomb on CM Punk, and I mean, is Hangman doing the whole like I'm also a CM Punk mark thing?
I don't know what he do. I don't know what is he doing.
What is going on? I don't know. But I tell you what, it did not make me any more interested in this match on the pay-per-view. It's not selling this match for me. This segment did not sell the match.
This segment did more for Punk than it did for Hangman Page.
It really did. Yeah, it really did. CM Punk is the winner of this segment.
Yeah, ding ding ding, we have a winner.
Yeah. Then we have the Jericho Appreciation Society coming out. to do commentary, and Jericho says no singing Judas. The people in Vegas are not worthy to sing Judas.
Yeah, and for once, I was actually invested in a Jericho Appreciation Society, at least moment. I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but a moment. Because as soon as he cut them off, I was like, "Thank you." I've been waiting for someone to just do that. Like,
Yeah,
and
because
it, yeah,
they're, I
and
mean, they're heels. They shouldn't be getting a babyface response, and that
yeah,
always bothered me about Jericho using Judas.
yeah. Like he can just do that from now on. Just cut the music. Like you guys are done. Like we'll just walk down with no music if we have to. Like
Yeah,
you guys either shut up and let our music play, or I'll just cut the music off. It's as simple as that. Because I'm
exactly,
Jericho, baby, and Jericho
exactly.
gets Jericho's way. Yeah, I'm like, that's what Jericho should be doing. He shouldn't just be like walk to the ring and everyone's like, no, man, Trey. Yeah, it's like, man, it's about time. Thank you, Jericho, for standing up for every heel that
I
thinks they
completely
can't cut.
agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree. So then we go into Mox and Kingston versus Private Party, and Mox and Kingston won by pinfall. Um, this was a 2 segment match. I don't know why this was a 2 segment match. This could have been a 1 segment match, but it wasn't. For me, this match was boring and should have been a lot shorter.
I feel so bad for John Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, because I'm just like, you look at Roman right now; he's the undisputed WWE World Champion. You look at Rollins; he's a top 5 wrestler in
Oh,
the
come on.
world
You
right
can't
now.
compare him to those guys. No, you can't make that comparison. No,
And
no,
then
no.
you look
Come
at
on,
John
WWE fanboy.
Moxley,
This is an
and then
AEW
and
review,
then
WWE
and then you
fanboy.
look at John Moxley, and he's just it's so sad considering what he's become compared to those two.
Well, he did.
And
I mean, he did just come back. Moxley did just come back from rehab. You
yeah,
know,
but he's had the same amount of time as those two to do something with his career, and he's done nothing because
how long did it take Roman? It took Roman forever.
Roman even broke out before Moxley did. And then
Moxley was sorry, John. What was his name? John Ambrose. Jim Ambrose. What was his name?
Dean
Dean
Ambrose.
Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
Sorry, I can't. It was so long ago. I can't even remember what his WWE name was anymore. Anyway, Jimmy John Ambrose was a Universal champ. Oh no, sorry, a WWE champion. He was a WWE champion, I think, before Roman
Yeah, because then
touched
we
the
tried to
Universal
push him
belt.
because they were like, "Hey, this guy might have a lot of potential," and they were like, "Oh wait, he's dry," and
And it was very lackluster. Yeah.
yeah,
But
and
you know the thing with AEW is they have so many guys. The roster is so huge. You can't push everybody at the same time.
but point is though, is even compared to people like Adam Cole, John Moxley doesn't even have like even if you want to take the Shield out of his career, he doesn't have it even compared to like Adam Cole or even a Samoa Joe, arguably.
Yeah.
Like he's just honestly, John Moxley is just their guy. Like he's really a belt warmer.
No, he was in the top. Hey, by the way, he's a former AEW champion. He's the second ever AEW champion after Jericho. So let's not forget that. Lest we forget that John Moxley had a very long reign with the AEW title.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean he beat Jericho. He beat Le Champion.
I mean, but point is though, it's like John Moxley just like I don't know when he's gonna just break out, but I want him to.
All right. Well, we're
But
kind of getting a little bit in the weeds here.
yeah.
Let's get back to Dynamite. So
Point is,
after,
it was boring. Yeah, and no one
it was
cares about your
boring. It should have been
50
short.
So
It was
no,
kind of a foregone conclusion. Nobody actually thought Private Party was going to win.
yeah. What kind of tag team name is that? Private Party.
Private Party,
Are they
former
are they like are they like the Walmart Street Profits?
kind of, yeah. Give them a little bit more respect. They're the Target Street Profits, okay?
Okay. The
All right,
Target. The Target.
so after that we have the Jericho Appreciation Society attack. attacking Mox and Kingston after the match. Santana and Ortiz come out for the save. Go ahead, heel. You know you're dying to do it.
The ocean. So like the moon. Stay is the emotional data.
From you. I was thinking it too. Like, damn you, heel. And then Santana Ortiz, yeah, come out for the save. All right. So then up next we have Roppongi Vice versus FTR for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. What do you think of this match? The match itself, not what happened after the match.
I actually like Roppongi Vice. I actually think they're fine for what they are, and I actually think they have a higher ceiling than what they're wrestling right now, and I can't wait for them to actually reach that ceiling, and hopefully they do. But overall, I thought this match actually was really fun for being an AEW match.
It was a fun match. Of
course, I'm not gonna lie though. Watching this match, I was like, "What does it have to do with Double or Nothing?"
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna lie though. I was like, if this was any other week for AEW, I would be like, "Yeah, let's go." Yeah. But there's even sometimes I would get caught into it, but then I was like, I saw one of these guys, one of these teams.
There's not a single ROH title on the line.
Yeah. I'm like, oh well, okay. I guess I'll just enjoy them for being on TV.
Not one ROH title is on the line at the pay-per-view. Come on, Tony Khan. It was a filler match. But it was a kind of fun filler match. Oh, and it did do one good thing, which was introduce Jeff Cobb and the Great Okan.
Yeah, it was just awkward being there, but it was fun.
Speaking of awkward, there was one spot during the match, after the match, sorry, where Okan went to pick up a member of FTR and put him through the table, and that's not exactly what happened, was it?
No.
No. Okan accidentally let go, I guess, of the FTR member, and the FTR member, I forget who it was. I think it might have been
Dax. Yeah. By the way, there was other botches too, where Dax just has the name now, Dax Harwood. He was like punching one of the members, and he wasn't even landing the punches. He was just like, and
really?
I was like, and I was like, okay. I like, it's wrestling. Wrestling's gonna be wrestling.
What was interesting is, I think it was Dax. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but actually jumps in the air and puts himself through the table.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, even the Asian guy's like, did my hand slip? But
Great Okan was looking at his hand like, did I do that?
Yeah, someone get an umpire to check this hand for foreign stuff.
That was a pretty bad botch. That was a bad botch.
Yeah, I get a feeling Dax he was having an off night today.
Yeah. Was this match a double GQ? I couldn't even tell. Like who got attacked first? Like who won the match?
I don't remember.
All right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I was like, it has something to do with pay-per-view, so I'm just gonna try to enjoy it.
And then we have what was, in my opinion, an amazing Hardy's promo, where they completely went off on the Young Bucks. And for me, this sold this match for the pay-per-view.
Yes. I know exactly what promo you're talking about. And I was just like, I was like, yes. I'm like, this is exactly what I'm talking. I was just like, yeah, I was like, everything they said was right on point. And I was like, and low key, I wanted the Young Bucks to have a response promo later.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. Yeah,
could be on Rampage. Could be.
Could be.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this promo was awesome. They said that all they're doing is Young Bucks cosplay, which I thought was great. They said never meet your heroes. Some people say never meet your heroes, but in your case, it's going to be you'll never be able to beat your heroes. This was 5 out of 5. Hardy's definitely won this promo. Hardy's are the winners of this promo. Ding ding ding.
Dang, we have your winner.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. The Young Bucks might have a good rebuttal on Friday on Rampage. We will definitely stay tuned to find to see what happens with that. But this match, I'm really looking forward to. And by the way, stay tuned to the end of the show because we're going to have our predictions for Double or Nothing. So
Oh yeah.
don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to the very end.
If you don't stay tuned, Dax Harwood would botch your move. So,
Dax Harwood will put himself through a table. I don't even know if it was Harwood. I don't remember if it was Harwood. It might have been Dash. I don't know.
I think it was Dax.
Yeah.
Either way, the Japanese guy's face that was like.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish we had footage of that. That was great. All right. So up next we have Swerve Strickland versus Jungle Boy versus Ricky Starks.
Okay, I'll just get my thoughts out there really quick before you do because mine are really simple. Jungle Boy's the man, and then the other two, I was just like, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because literally, as soon as I heard the first two theme songs, I was like, okay. And then the Swerve came out, I was like, I don't care about you. You can get off my screen. And then Jungle Boy, I was like, yeah, Jungle Boy, let's go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like Jungle Boy. You know, he's over. I'll be honest with you. I feel like he's one of the top 3 arguably most over guys, at least single competitor.
Absolutely.
Well, he's certainly in a tag team, but he feels like a single competitor. Like I feel like he can go for like a mid card title by himself in AEW.
Yeah, Luchasaurus isn't really that over on his own.
No,
let's be honest. Nor do I think he could get over. But I mean, he could get over on his own.
Yeah,
but he's over because of Jungle. They're both over. Let's just say they're both over.
Luchasaurus is over, but Jungle Boy's like mega over.
Mega over. Like he's almost like Darby. He's almost Darby Allin level of over.
Jungle Boy's that type of guy that can get in a feud with like MJF, and he would get like really like mega pops.
I would love that feud.
Yeah,
I would love that feud. MJF Jungle Boy, I think, would be a phenomenal feud.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Otherwise, I didn't care about it.
I didn't care about this match. Powerhouse Hobbs comes out after the match, and he attacks. Luchasaurus makes the save, although not really, because all he does is throw a punch, and Powerhouse Hobbs catches his punch, and then Keith Lee's music plays.
And I gotta do this for Kev. Keith Lee, you suck. You suck. You are the very limited Keith Lee, and you suck.
Very limited Keith Lee.
Oh, this is why WWE released you.
I see you're jumping on the Kev train of the Keith Lee hating.
Oh yeah, I mean, I always found him to be like really dry. Again, he doesn't have really charisma or anything like that.
I mean, he was over in NXT though.
He was only because he was a fat guy that can do moves. And by the way, let's not forget when he did the over the top rope move. He literally looked like he hit his head on the apron. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
"Hey, Keith Lee, look at me. You suck."
A wild Kev appears.
Yeah. Pokeball.
You know what? We should get a clip of that. Just like if ever, for some reason Kev can't be able to appear, we just should have just a video of Kev saying, "Keith Lee, listen to me. You suck."
Yeah, but Keith Lee should learn. He's no Undertaker. He's no big guy like that. He can't do a plancha over the rope like that clean. Like he literally looked like he botched that. I was like, "Are you okay, dude?" I'm like, as a human being, are you okay?
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious when Keith Lee was coming down and Luchasaurus and Powerhouse Hobbs were just standing there watching him enter the ring. Like, dude, is his entrance like even that important? Like, it's literally like that important that you're just like in a cutscene. Like Keith Lee's entrance is now a cutscene. You can't do anything during it. You can't skip it. You can't press X. You can't go over. It's like nothing. You can't press start. Nothing. You can't do anything.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, aren't they supposed to be attacking him?
Yeah. Why weren't they attacking him? Like they were literally just frozen, just watching him coming to the ring. What was going on?
If that was Mark Henry in the House of Pain, the Hall of Pain, whatever. Oh, people would have been like running away or trying to attack him, but they're trying to build up Keith Lee as like at least being really intimidated, at least in some way. No, these people are like, I don't know, this guy, should we fear this guy? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm really confused. What do you think? No, let's just stand here, man. I don't think he'll notice us. Okay.
No, let's just stand here and just wait for him to go in the ring. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you can't skip entrances in AEW. There's no option to skip entrances.
There's no X button or option, sir.
There's no option. You can't even hit options to skip entrance.
Yeah, Keith Lee's like, this ain't 2K, mofo.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So then, let's see. What do we have next? Luchasaurus. I don't know. Hobbs, Luchasaurus. They just stand there. Lee corkscrews over the top rope. I thought it looked okay. I thought the corkscrew over the top rope looked okay.
Go back. Like I said, I think he might have hurt himself a little bit. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Okay.
So then up next we have a Thunder Rosa segment. And Thunder Rosa comes out wearing Homer Simpson's hat.
She's trying to betray the whole Spanish cowgirl look, which I thought was okay. Yeah.
Hey Marge, you like my new hat?
Yeah, but give her credit though. She cut actually a good promo.
Yeah, she did. It was a very good promo.
And this is what the AEW women need to start doing. They need to start showing some uniqueness. And Thunder Rosa again she's actually trying. Unlike the other women, she's actually trying. Besides, Ruby. So
besides looking like female Lesnar.
Yeah, she's actually trying to, separate herself from the pack. And I'll give her tons of credit for that.
I really like this segment. I thought it was very good. I thought that she got the match with Serena Deeb over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this promo just did what it had to do, and she did a great job at it. And I would give her a high five if I was, backstage with her. I'd be like, all right, that's what I'm talking about, girlfriend. Yeah.
Just lose the Homer Simpson hat.
It's a cowgirl look, okay? Really? Are you gonna judge a good promo because of a hat? Literally, that's your nitpick. It's the hat.
No, it was a very good promo. It was
What's the very. You gonna judge her jacket? You're gonna judge her gloves if she wears any. You're gonna judge her belt buckle. What? What's next, Adam? What else do you not like wrestlers to wear?
I am a sexist pig after all. Remember that.
Yeah, the promo was great, but the hat ruined it for me. That's
the hat man.
Yeah.
I mean, am I the only one? I could not have been the only one that thought female Lesnar.
For Thunder Rosa?
Yeah. No,
I didn't think of female Lesnar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next up we have a Ruby Soho facing off with name Red Velvet facing off with Ruby Soho. Soho coming out looking like a sexy librarian for this promo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I said Velvet, I was like, Velvet Sky's here? What the? And then they were like, I'm
not someone they could use in their women's division.
Yeah, because Velvet Sky's been over with me since I was like a teenager, I think.
Yeah.
And she actually retweeted one of my tweets years ago, actually. I believe. Yeah.
But this was not Velvet Sky. This was Red Velvet and Ruby Soho. I literally wrote in my notes here, who cares?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really invested besides Ruby Soho. I was like, I just hope Soho goes over.
Yeah. Red Velvet gives Ruby Soho a book on, I think it was Britt Baker, and says these are all of her weaknesses, and Ruby Soho throws it to the side. By the way, sexy librarian.
It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like the glasses. It was a little weird seeing her with all of his like tattoos and glasses. The glasses ruined the segment for me.
Oh my god!
Just
I
like
guess this is Adam's new gimmick. Just nitpick everything women wear. Yeah,
accessories.
yeah.
Accessories just could ruin. No, this was not a good segment. This was not as good as the last segment, the Thunder Rosa segment. This was not as good as that segment.
I mean, it was what it was, man.
Yeah, yeah. Then we have another female segment, whoop de doo, which was Britt Baker
We haven't even talked
DMD.
about the segment yet.
What's that?
We haven't even talked about the segment yet. You're already like whoopty doo female segment.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I mean, is there anything else you want to say about the Red
No, no,
Velvet?
no, no. I
Segment?
mean, say it first. At least that way
Oh
the
no,
viewers are like,
I said what I had to say about it. That she came out with a book and she threw the book to the side and said that she doesn't need it, and that was pretty much the segment. I mean, I don't really have anything else
all right,
on
all
the
right,
segment.
all right. Then. That's fine.
But
I agree with
if you
you.
have something else you want to say about the segment, go right ahead.
No, no, no. I was just saying, at least say the segment first before the fans are like, we're like, what's he whoopty doing? Is it?
Ruby Soho won the segment. She's the winner of the segment.
Oh yeah, yeah. I agree with that.
Ding,
All
ding, ding.
right.
All right. So then we have Britt Baker, DMD, probably the only woman besides Thunder Rosa in this company that I care about. I am a huge Britt Baker, DMD
Cause she's a hot
fan.
blonde. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
Well,
like,
I mean,
yeah.
her promos are like almost for me. She's almost like the female MJF. Like I would put her on that
No,
level.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
no.
She's that
Stop,
good. Britt
stop.
Baker's
Just
that
stop.
good.
Just
No,
stop.
she's that good.
Just stop. Just stop.
Oh, there she is, the love of my life. Don't tell Adam Cole. But I
That's
love.
I love my
I'm,
life. Don't go Adam Cole.
no, I'm gonna get a Panama Sunrise for that. I thought this
Yeah.
was a pretty good match.
Um, it was solid for what it was.
Yeah.
I'm not invested in either women, so I was like, okay, this is happening.
Yeah, I don't really care about Toni Storm. I like Toni Storm. I think that Toni Storm is a decent wrestler, but I
Okay,
mean,
here's the thing about
Britt
Toni
Baker,
Storm.
Britt
She's
Baker.
she's one of those women that you can tell has a ton of potential, but I don't know. I think she just needs to be better booked. And
Yeah,
then Britt Baker, um, I think I think her thing is just simple. She needs time.
needs time. She's already a former women's champion. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but just because you're a former champion doesn't mean you're always going to be like it doesn't
No,
it doesn't
I
mean
mean
you
she's
reach
kind of
your
been on the
shit.
back burner a little bit, but I mean, so is Ruby.
Yeah,
Look at
it
Ruby
is
Soho. Ever since she came in, like they've
like
done they've done crap with Ruby Soho
put
since she's come in.
put it this way, like especially when a company first starts out, like AEW did, just because you won the title, like when the company first started out, whatever, doesn't always mean that means you've reached your high point of your career. I guess to say, because
Okay,
like you know,
well,
like
I'll
I.
put it this way.
Long story short, Britt Baker has a lot more potential. I think she has yet to unlock.
I'll put it this way. CM Punk debuted on Rampage. Ruby Soho debuted at Double or Nothing not very long after CM Punk, right? CM Punk is in the title match at Double or Nothing, and Ruby Soho is not, as far as I know, in a match at Double or Nothing. She might be.
Yeah, I think it's a compliment to Britt Baker. I think she's really talented. Has there's just a lot more to unlock and a lot more to show.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
So Britt Baker won after grabbing the ropes. And yeah, I think this was a perfect way for Britt to win.
Yeah, yeah. Especially considering Toni Storm, I going into this match, I could have saw her winning, because you can argue she was the bigger name. But yeah. You know what? I'm fine with Britt Baker that won this match. Correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. I was fine with her winning because you know what? I'm like Toni Storm. In my opinion, has a bigger name than Britt Baker. So I'm like, you know what? This helps the women's division by building up, Britt Baker to be a future star. So I was like, yeah, I'm cool with this.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have our main event of the evening, which is Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly, and this is the final semifinal match for the Owen Cup. By the way, I forgot to mention earlier. Sorry for those of you who are listening, but we had another Owen Cup match. I think it was a Britt Baker versus Toni Storm match. That was the other match. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I
I
think so.
forgot to mention that
Yeah,
was also an Owen
it
Cup
was
match.
women involved, so Adam wasn't paying that much attention.
Hey, now. I am not a sexist. I said, I did not say a women's match. I said it was not just because they ended on a women's match. It was because they ended on a bad women's match. I was in full support of Trish and Lita. I will say it again. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. I was in full support of Trish and Lita main eventing Raw. Anyway, so this is the final semifinal match. And the winner of this match is going to go on to face Adam Cole, baby, in the finals of the Owen Cup. Gil, what do you think of this match?
This match to me was on and off. I was just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just not his matches. Maybe it's just Samoa Joe himself. Because like, I was just there with this match. I don't even know how to explain it. I was like, okay, yeah, like
I
that.
thought it was stellar.
Yeah,
I thought it was a stellar match.
I wouldn't call it stellar, but it was a solid match. And you can see from the pictures on there, they had their moments. But yeah, I don't know. It was. I guess if you're an AEW fan and you just want people to just beat the crap out of each other, it was good. But for me, it just left me with that thing where like
It
I wanted
started
more.
kind of slow, but at the same time, even though like it started slow, like it got later in the match, like they they started picking up with the intensity and the spots and everything like that, and we got a couple really good spots in this match. But I thought it was the only thing I didn't like was the way Kyle O'Reilly passed out. He was like, oh no, I'm so," and then like he just went out like all at once. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick he passed out. Like
Yeah.
it was just like 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then,
He just went right. He went out like a toddler after having a bottle of warm milk.
I know he did. Well, even toddlers take a while to go out after that
Yeah.
at least. Like
Yeah.
like yeah,
It was
that
like he went out faster than a grandfather after sitting down in a chair
was
on a Sunday after eating a big meal with football on
yeah,
the
and
TV.
that was an awkward finish. Like I was expecting like a way bigger finish, like maybe Kyle O'Reilly goes for
Yeah.
like a big kick or something like that, and then Samoa Joe reverses that into then the submission or something like that. No, like I mean, I think what Kyle O'Reilly like bounced off the ropes or something like that, and then Samoa Joe caught him, or it was something like that.
It was
And
also
then
kind of a foregone conclusion because I mean I don't think anyone really expected that we're getting Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in the finals.
uh, that would have been an interesting match, though. I'll say that. But either way, though, I was expecting Kyle O'Reilly to put up more of a fight, and he did for like 1 second when he was like, "No,
Yeah.
no, don't put the hand down, don't put the hand down." And then then when he finally got the hand down, it was like, I was like, okay, this is gonna. I was like, okay, he should put up a fight here for at least because anyone who's seen like actual like MMA, usually a guy doesn't pass out within like give or take uh, let's just say not that short, unless the
No.
guy I guess is like super muscular, and I guess
He went out way too quick. Can we
yeah.
can we see that picture again? That was just. Can we see the picture of Samoa Joe choking out Kyle O'Reilly?
Yeah, that
All right, we'll get it again.
yeah, we might, but
Coming
yeah,
with the
holy
Rangers.
holy
Um,
cow, like
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was an okay match. I mean, it took a while to get there, but we got there.
I'll say this: if you were looking for a story plus wrestling and consistent story in wrestling too, maybe a 3 out of 5 is a good
Yeah.
rating for this match. If we're looking for just a straight up good AEW match, hey, you probably get this 4 out of 5, maybe even 5 out of 5 stars if you want to.
Nah, I wouldn't go as far to say it was 5 out of 5, but I would maybe give it a good 3.5 out of 5.
All right, so we're basically on the same track then. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You can tell that they're definitely saving themselves for Joe versus Cole because that match is going to be off the charts. And the reason I think that this match was not that great was because they don't want to outdo what they have planned with Samoa Joe
Samoa
and Adam
Joe.
Cole, what they're going to do at the pay-per-view, which I think is going to be just unbelievable.
Yeah, no diving off of ladders.
No. No. Speaking of which, I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Let's bring up real quick. Actually, I'll let you go ahead.
Okay, so I was actually watching an interview with Tony Khan, and there were some fans in the comments talking about how they felt kind of awkward about how the whole tournament has been booked, and specifically one match in general. I'm pretty sure you AEW fans remember the Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy match, and how Darby Allin jumped off the ladder onto Jeff Hardy, and they were talking about how that spot in general just made the whole entire tournament feel really awkward, and how this tournament has been feeling like a tribute, but more like just, I guess you say, like a tournament slash something to do on AEW, I guess you can say. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I can kind of see that, and I'll be honest with you, even I wasn't really thinking about it because I was just enjoying the matches, and they kind of have a point. I'm not gonna lie, and it is really awkward when you have a guy like Darby Allin with skeleton paint on his face, I almost said Darby, but diving off a ladder in front of Martha of all people.
Yeah, Martha was
Onto
there,
Jeff
which
Hardy.
makes it even more awkward.
Yeah, it's like,
The
yeah,
Widow Hart was there.
yeah. Can we just play? Like, I know it's wrestling, but can we just like not be too mean?
Well,
Like,
I
I know
mean, at
this.
the same time, though, like you said, it's AEW,
Yeah,
and it's stuff that AEW wrestlers do, and jumping off a ladder is a bit different than what happened, unfortunately, with Owen.
yeah,
So it's a bit different. It's a bit different, but at the same time, when I saw it, I felt awkward when I saw it.
yeah. Let's just do regular singles matches for now. Okay, okay.
Yeah, and
But-
okay. Yeah, and
okay.
also this tournament didn't really have anything to do with Owen other than the name and maybe a couple wrestlers coming out with Owen colors. That was really
Yeah.
the only thing that this pay-per-view had to do with Owen Hart. Otherwise, for me, it didn't really feel like that much of an Owen tribute. But it
Well,
was cool. It
yeah.
was cool that FTR came out with pink and black, though. That was very cool.
Yeah, because I do think sometimes, especially at wrestling fans, especially in the AEW type of environment, we get so caught up in the matches that we forget, especially when it comes to like stuff like the AEW stuff. Sorry, Owen Hart tournament. That
Right.
we get so caught up with the action, we're just like, yeah, and we're just like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a tribute to Owen Hart.
Yeah, and it didn't. For
Yeah,
me, it didn't really feel that way.
yeah, and it's like I'm so glad for the fans that pointed that out.
Right.
And but it's not. And then, by the way, for fans that might think like we're trying to destroy the tournament like that, no, that the matches themselves in the tournament so far have been, some matches have even been really, really great. um you know and I that's just something you have to point out when you're being honest about a company. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So, anything about Dynamite, or do you want to go right into the AW Double or Nothing predictions?
We can go straight into Double or Nothing predictions. I guess we can just
Okay.
give final thoughts about what we thought about Dynamite, like our rating. I'll give it a solid, like, Just because of its build to Double or Nothing, I guess I'll give it like a C plus, B minus, somewhere around that.
All right. Since you're giving it a C plus, you know what? I'm going to be generous and give it a B minus, only
Yeah.
because for me, even though there are a couple good matches, like I said at the top, it didn't really feel like a go home show, and they could have done a better job selling the main event. But not a bad go home show. I mean, that first segment though was, oh my goodness, that was. Can we just agree that that was the best segment on the entire show? The cage match.
The K match was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, cage match was that. So that should have that sold the pay per view.
Gentlemen, salute, gentlemen.
Hello,
Hey,
Swerve.
How are
Hey,
you?
Kim.
I was hearing the wrap up of the Dynamite program, the right before Double or Nothing, and I know that program I was mentioning. I'm glad I jumped in for a minute. I was telling about that cage match. Let me ask you a question, folks. Shouldn't the cage match should have been the main event? Because the way he had that epic, especially when we saw Wardlow on top of the cage, and that's classic stare down of you're gonna get your rear end. You have a feud that's been brewing for almost 2 years now, and you're finally gonna get these guys to go at it. That should have closed the show, personally.
Yes, I agree with you
Yeah.
100%. It should have, and honestly, I don't know if this is AEW trying to cause more controversy with MJF, or maybe it's just flat out. Maybe they are trying to, get away from MJF, because the podcast I'm hearing about, ironically, they do talk about MJF's contract, which I'll get more into later, and hopefully I'll come up with some more information for you guys to talk about hopefully on the Double or Nothing review, and but I don't know why that opened the show, but yeah, it should have been the main event because. Again, whether AEW likes it or not, their biggest star is not CM Punk. It's not Adam Page. It's not whoever you want to name. It's MJF. He is your biggest star. Like I said before, he is the AJ Styles of your company. Like, he is making AEW. He is the face of AEW. So why is he not main eventing, especially in a big match like this, where if Wardlow wins, he faces you, your big star, so to speak. This is basically like having Tom Brady on the bench. Oh, it almost feels like that way. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, like the timing with setting up the cage and everything like that. You'd have to rush to set it up before the show.
That's true. Let me say this: if you could have opened, listen, personally, I think you could open with any of the Owen Hart qualifying matches, either or one even back to back, because now you could have been promoting the living crap out of it through the whole program. At least the men's, who's gonna fight Adam Cole, you build that up all program long. Finals, Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, not at the end. It was so anticlimactic. They just come out and just stare at each other. Felt rushed. And like I said, you close that last segment. If you see Wardlow and AJF, that's a way of closing the show. Also, you could have left for the second hour of Dynamite the heavyweight champion promo that they cut with Schiavone in the middle of the ring. That should have been not the second. Usually the second is to calm down the crowd, and you had that there. It's like, what are you doing? Do you really want us not to give a crap about your world heavyweight champion? It's like, why did you put it as the second segment? Usually that's the cool down period.
I think that's because, like I said, Hangman Page is just having a really lackluster title run, and I think they realized that, and that's why I said at the pay per view we're gonna find out if they want to give a big, like I said, a few to the fans and just keep on with this title run and see what they can do with it, or will they actually have CM Punk win it and give us something refreshing to, I guess you say, stack on. Going forward.
Let me ask both of you guys: do you think it's lackluster because of Hangman or the booking?
A little bit of both.
I don't blame Hangman. I do not blame Hangman.
I do blame Hangman, because even you said when CM Punk botched his promo, Hangman could have said something a little bit off script right there. And AEW, I know, gives free creative to the wrestlers. Right. And Hangman could have said something about that botch that would have completely turned some of the fans into his favorite.
Well, that's true, but maybe
into the pay-per-view.
Yep, but he respects him. Yeah.
Right, exactly, exactly.
It doesn't matter because you're Hangman Page and you're a wrestler, and you got to realize the spot that you're in right now going into the pay per view, and that's the fact that right now the fans they're not eating up your title reign, so you got to do
Well,
something that makes them go, "Wow, that's my champion."
But you
well,
don't want
look,
to get buried either.
No, you're
well, look, there have been a
but
few guys. There have been a few guys.
but it's AEW. You know, the Miz said it best. Sometimes you got to go out there and take risk because sometimes the risk really pays off.
That's true. But
Yeah,
look, there have been a few
yeah.
guys. There have been a few guys who were really, really hot in AEW, and they put the title on them, like John Moxley, like Kenny Omega, uh, like Hangman Page, who were really, really hot before they had the title, and then they won it, and then winning the title kind of cooled them down.
So are you telling me Adam's better when he's just chasing the title than he is getting the title?
All those wrestlers he mentioned were hotter for the chase because let me tell you something. I don't remember any of Kenny Omega's title defenses to being a wow factor. Do you?
Mhm.
Or even Moxley?
Yeah, like I'm just being
Moxley
honest.
had a really lackluster. Moxley's title reign was really lackluster.
That was a snooze fest.
Yeah,
It was COVID. It was COVID era too. It was COVID era also.
and this also I'll blame on AEW. You can argue that they haven't put the title on the record. Besides Jericho, Jericho was a good first champion. I'll give him that. And you can, I guess, you know what? I won't count Kenny Omega because I'm not gonna lie. I'm still gonna stick by this. Him going with AEW was the worst decision of his career, and because he was
Get out of here.
he
You know what? Just leave the show.
it's true though.
You know what? This is the new show. This is called Diff of the Ring.
But
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Tune in next week
It's
for
true
Diff of
that-
the Ring.
it's true,
100%, 100% no heel.
It's true though. But anyway, because if he would have still had that hype that when he left New Japan, he would have been an excellent guy to take the title off of Jericho. But the time he did though, that wasn't really, in my opinion, the right
Well, it
guy
was
to
the
give
next
the title
natural
to.
step.
Hold
It was
on.
the next
Shut
natural
up.
step in his
Shut
career.
up.
And my
Shut
hand
up.
goes up.
Shut up.
Yeah, blah blah blah. blah.
Yeah. Shut up. Anyway, yeah. So you kind of can blame the booking for not giving the title to the right guy. Like right now, we have been coming on here show after show saying the title needs to be on MJF or someone else, and they keep the title on Hangman Page, and we don't know why.
It'll be on MJF soon enough. Don't worry.
But guys, I still think Adam Page I think is going to retain because one is, and also that's why he doesn't want to step on toes. One, they know that CM Punk is a big acquisition bought in by AEW, is in the favor and the ear of Khan, the main guy. He doesn't want to get buried. He doesn't want to drop. Even if he has to drop the title to CM Punk, I want to keep my doors open and be a good model citizen because I want an opportunity to win this title later on the road. Because let's face it, Punk, what has he got? A year, maybe? If he wins, let's say he wins this belt on Double or Nothing, by next pay per view, because that's every 4 months, whatever the case is, he'll drop it. He's not going to retain, and that's another thing bad about AEW. Their world champion. Oh, let me ask you that we weren't able to have you, Adam. Last week, Page's match with Keto. What's your thought? I thought the match was phenomenal and I wish they would show. And we know that Page wasn't going to lose, but I love the work and the opportunity that we see him defend. That's what a champion want to see him do. What's your thought on that one?
Adam Page was a great worker, and I think the buckshot lariat is one of the best finishers in wrestling today. And I think that the only thing that Adam Page lacks, in my opinion, is mic skills. When he gets on the mic, he goes da 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 da. But when he's in the ring, especially like guys who was it that he faced last week?
It was Kato's. It was from over from New Japan.
Right.
And the kid that fought him did a phenomenal job. It wasn't a squash job. It wasn't like and you also showcased and a lot of good things because you say, hey, we're having this Forbidden Door program coming up next pay-per-view. some of the competitors you brought here could keep up to par with AEW, even though we knew that the champion was going to win regardless, but it still was a good show, and I liked the whole match, everything, the whole angle aspect of it, and I wish they would do that more with going forward. Whoever's the next champion, if it's still Hangman Page, throw us these kind of matches on Dynamite. Don't, because it's going to hype up the title.
But I got a question though. When you're in Adam Page's spot and you're in AEW, and AEW is supposed to be known as this place where you have a lot of creative freedom, and the way you talked about it, and I guess you're scared to actually reply to a simple botch that CM Punk did, step on toes, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, he's a fan. He's a fanboy. Then he's playing the role of a fanboy.
Then do you really have creative freedom? And I don't care if he's a fanboy. Point is, he's a wrestler.
But you got, but
you got to respect the hero.
That's where you get confused. Just because you have certain freedoms doesn't give you the right to be disrespectful or take advantage of the freedoms that you have. I understand that, but in everything, even in life or in any situation, if you're given certain freedom, doesn't mean you have the right to abuse it. So you have to fall in line, and there's dues and everything.
I agree with that.
So are you telling me CM Punk can say anything he wants to him on like TV? If it was other way around?
No. It has to be mutual respect.
Exactly.
But look, let's face it though, CM Punk's been around a lot longer. If the Miz was facing off against Hulk Hogan, yeah, the Miz has been around a long time, and the Miz is great, but he's not going to.
I get that, but
he's not going to disrespect Hogan.
Exactly.
I get that, but if you're trying to build to a pay-per-view type of feud and you're the champion, I believe that tells me they trust you enough to say something off script at least every now and again to build up something.
But even if they trust you, doesn't tell you to abuse it or be disrespectful.
No, he's not. He's not being disrespectful. He's just trying to help build up the feud.
Well, also,
you know that.
Also, maybe they didn't want to make Hangman too much of a heel. Too.
After all, I'm pretty sure these two have talked backstage about helping to build to the match. I'm pretty sure he could just ask CM Punk, like, hey, because wrestlers do this all the time. Hey, are you okay with me going this far? Are you okay with me seeing the same certain things? Hey, what are you cool with? And CM Punk is a really chill dude. I'm pretty sure he's okay with mostly anything.
Right.
Well, obviously, if he did, obviously not, because he didn't pick it up, or he doesn't. He, like you said, he's not sharp with the rebuttals. Certain people aren't sharp with the rebuttals. Not everyone is Dwayne Johnson on the mic.
It could be. It could be as simple as that. It could be as simple as what Adam said. Maybe it's just as simple as Adam Page isn't that good on the mic. Maybe he couldn't think of something right off the cuff.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you guys ready to do some double or nothing predictions?
I'm ready.
All right. Heel, why don't you run down the matches and give us each match? And Kev, you can go first. You can give your prediction. Or actually, you know what, Heel, why don't we do it this way? Heel, you introduce a match, and then Kev goes, I go, you go. That sounds fair?
Cool. I appreciate it. I feel honored.
We should have worked this out beforehand, but
so first we got a tag team match. So first we got a tag team match on the pre-show. It's Hook and Hookhausen versus Tony Nese and Marq Sterling. I think Tony.
Oh my gosh, are we even talking about this match? Are we even really talking about this match?
It's on the pre-show. I think Tony Nese wins.
Hookhausen, all the way.
Hookhausen wins all the way. It's something to pop. It's to get the crowd pumping, get going. I don't know if that's going to be.
That's true.
I don't know if that's going to be a preview show that before the pay-per-view starts. If people are on the fence.
Opener. It's not the opener. It's on the pre-show.
No, But if you allow me, instead of interrupting for a moment, Mr. Heel, I'm going to be the heel now. Back to you. I'm gonna have to end up super kicking you, or putting you in a pedigree. Now, listen. If this is free, like for instance, hey, they give you this match on a precursor, and you look at it and you see how the crowd is pumping and getting crazy for Hookhausen, and they're going berserk and bonkers, because I think that Vegas crowd is going to be bonkers. Then people that are on the fence and say, you know what, I'm going to order this. This looks like this crowd is live. This crowd is energized, and that's smart booking there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. I agree with the Hookhausen theory, though. I mean, it could be like that, or yeah. All right. Next, we got Jade Cargill with Kira Hogan versus Red Velvet versus Anna Jay singles match for the AEW TBS Championship. Um,
Is this a handicap or is this?
no, this is singles match for the TBS Championship, the women's one. Jade Cargill versus Jade Cargill with Kira Hogan
I was
and
gonna
Red
say
Velvet versus Anna Jay. Sorry, I
botch,
read that wrong. Yeah, that
botch.
was a botch. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, that
sorry
was a
about
botch
that.
on
Wow,
me.
you just John Silvered on that one.
He just
No,
joined. He just joined AEW, the new announcer for AEW heel.
yeah, I read that wrong. Sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna go with probably Jade to retain. Maybe I don't know.
Okay. Kev.
Yeah, I see Jade is going to continue retaining. I don't see her losing. Even though yeah, it is what it is. She's not going to lose this match. She's going to, they especially with AEW have some wild dreams, some California wild dreams that Mercedes Ricardo is going to end up at AEW. Yeah, yeah, like that's going to happen. Don't hold your breath. That's not going to happen.
Oh, wouldn't it be
And
great though if Jade retained and the former Sasha Banks comes out and attacks Jade? Oh my
yeah,
god.
just like the Joker was Brock Lesnar.
I'm never gonna live that one down, am I?
I don't think so,
Yeah,
my friend.
uh, I was like, bro, if the Joker is Brock Lesnar, I was like, I'll like, yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna go there.
All right.
Anyway,
So
the
yeah,
next
I'm
match.
also gonna go with Jade. I'm also gonna go with Jade
Okay.
retaining. Yeah.
Next, we got the House of Black, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King versus Death Triangle, Pac, Penta, Oscuro, and Ray Phoenix. Uh, so I'm gonna go with Death Triangle to win this one. At least that's who I want to
Wow.
win personally.
Okay. Kev.
I think that's what I think. To be honest with you, this is going to be the match of the night for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't point to you why. And these guys, I think this is a trio match is going to be really freaking good. It's going to be all kind of chaos, all kind of crazy stuff. And I'm going to go with Bento Oscuro for the victory, bro.
Same here. I actually think that too. I think it has a lot of potential to be the match of the night too.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say House of Black. I feel like House of Black really needs this, especially since they've been kind of a little bit off TV the last couple of weeks. We never really got a resolution to the whole Julia Hart thing, but who knows? Maybe at the pay per view we'll actually find out what's going on with that, the whole Julia Hart thing, and maybe she'll lose. Maybe you know what? Maybe Death Triangle will win the match, and Julia Hart will finally turn or not turn, or something will happen.
All right. Speaking of match of the night candidates, we got Matt and Jeff Hardy versus Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. I'm gonna go on the limb here and say the Young Bucks win this match.
Um, no, I think the cosplay Hardys are going to lose to the original Hardys, the middle age and still high flyers. Um, the reason why is they brought them in here, and I heard on another podcast, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy says this is their last hurrah as a tag team, in a major promotion, and they're gonna go have fun. They're gonna go all out, and I think the Bucks are gonna help them get over because they know that they're gonna be, how much more are we gonna see really the Hardy Boys? Well, maybe another year, 2 years in tag team. Maybe they'll capture one title run in AEW, maybe with so many tag team belts that are showing up there in AEW. There's the Ring of Honor, AAA, so forth. I think the Hardys win this because of the longevity and the respect that the young cosplay Hardys have for the original Hardys. I think the Hardy Boys win this one.
I think that if this is the Hardys' final match in AEW, they should go out on their backs. because that's generally what happens when you're leaving a company is you go out losing. However, I think that the feel good ending is going to be Jeff and Matt winning. I do think that Jeff and Matt are going to win this match,
Right.
unless it's
They're not leaving. They're not leaving, Adam. Just by the way, I'm just saying that this is their last run, real run. Serious run
oh,
as a
okay,
as yeah.
yeah. In which case, I say give us the feel good ending, and have Matt and Jeff go over. I think that's what the fans want.
I agree.
All right. Next, we got the Jericho Appreciation Society versus Eddie Kingston, Santana. Gotta be so smooth. And the Blackpool Combat Club with William Regal in an Anarchy in the Arena match.
All right.
I might go with the Jericho Appreciation. Yeah, the Jericho Appreciation Society. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not invested in this match really. I don't know why. I'm just not.
Yeah, I'm not invested in that either. I like the fact that I wish Willie Yuta will be there, but we know that he's in was it NWGP tournament out but
Yeah, is he in the Super Junior?
yeah, he's in the Super Juniors. That's why he's
Okay,
not here. Tony Khan
great.
gave the green light. He's out there, which is going to be good for him. I hate to take away from the backstory of what we're talking about, but it's good for Wheeler Yuta to get that seasoning in that tournament with all those great wrestlers in the juniors. I think that's going to help him even further along, working with Regal, Moxie, Daniel, and so forth. But let me get back to the match. I'm not really too keen on this match because I think it's going to be like a mess. I think it's going to look terrible. I think the cameramen and the angles are going to go crazy. We're going to miss certain things. It's going to be like it's going to be like a bleep show. And I hope not. I hope I'm just saying it wrong. It's whenever it's Jericho, you always want to see it because Jericho, let's face it, to me, I'm a huge fan of Jericho. Anything that you put him in, I love it. Even in that Mimosa fight with Orange Cassidy, it was a stupid gimmick, but because it was Jericho. All in all, I'm gonna watch it, but like I said, if I gotta still grill a couple burgers or tomahawk steak, I'm gonna go take care of that first rather than really watch this fight.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not invested in this match at all. Tomahawk steak. Wow. Okay, what time can I be over?
Sounds
Uh,
delicious. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
you're ready to go. That's how we do it in our house. Prime A, grade A beef from
Ooh.
Cinderella's or any of the top notch. We that's what we do here in the Jedi Network studios, man.
Woo. All right. Let me know
Woo!
what. Let me know. Woo. Let me know what time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not invested in this match. I don't really know what this match is going to look like. I don't even know how different it's going to be than a Stadium Stampede match. But I don't know. I guess Blackpool Combat Club to go over. But again, this is kind of a bathroom break or tomahawk steak break match.
Yeah, Jerk. By the way, Daniel Bryan was confirmed to be okay like a week ago or so, so that's good. Sorry, did I say Jerk? I meant Daniel Bryan.
Right.
If I
Right,
did say
Danielson.
yeah,
Not
Bryan.
That
yeah.
that
Yeah,
was that was
Daniel Bryan.
embarrassing with
Yeah,
with the ramp getting his foot stuck. That was more
yeah,
embarrassing. I think that was more of an embarrassment, and that's why he limped away than actually
yeah,
really getting injured. It took 10 to 11 minutes to dislodge your foot from there.
yeah. I don't think he realizes, but it's like I said, because I can separate the wrestler from the human being, but we really do worry about him as a human being because of all the injuries and stuff he's gone through in his career. And it's like, dude, I know you wrestle in AEW, but still take it easy, man.
I
It's
don't
like,
know. Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
why. That's what happens when you have little feet.
Well, not only that, that's what happens when you wrestle in AEW and you're trying to hang with all these guys that are still, because let's be honest, Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him, like his body is, it's like how many more butt whoopings can you take before your body says no mas,
I told you
no mas.
When John Silver almost fell on the second turn rope. I'm telling you, OSHA has to take advantage and check a look at the safety of all those wrestlers there.
Hey,
All those little
yeah,
midgets, they're gonna
Oh,
get
oh,
hurt.
oh. I love the
Yeah,
best part was the announcer for me going, oh, oh, oh.
yeah,
And he still got it.
yeah.
I love the commentary.
But on serious note, though, Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan, dude, like just take it easy, man. Like, don't try to do too much if you don't have to. But but yeah, next we got again another candidate for match of the night, MJF versus Wardlow, singles match. If Wardlow wins, he'll be granted his release from the contract with MJF. If MJF wins, Wardlow will be permanently banned from signing with AEW, which I mean, let's be honest. Unless it's a big surprise, we kind of already know who's winning this match. It's Wardlow, so it is what it is. But yeah, unless Wardlow's going to go somewhere else, and AEW just knows that.
Or take time off.
Yeah, but it says banned, so I don't. But you know how wrestling is.
Yeah,
So,
but they're banned, and then 3 months or 6 weeks later,
yeah,
some
like I
vote,
said,
some
yeah,
nonsense. Someone bought the contract a million.
yeah, it's like we said. You know how wrestling is. You're gonna be banned
Yeah.
for like a week or 2 weeks, and all of a sudden you come back and it's like, oh my God, Wardlow's here. What is he doing here? So I don't know.
When Schiavone needs to, if Schiavone needs to wet his pants, they'll bring Wardlow back, and he could wet his pants. And
Oh, yeah.
But I say Wardlow probably wins unless they give MJF the win.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Wardlow's going to win. MJF wins.
I think we all know it seems more like Wardlow's gonna win this because of the stipulation. But here's the thing: I think this match is gonna be it's not gonna be lived up to its hype. I think they hyped it up too long, and it was perfectly done. Don't get me wrong; I don't think it was done too long. I don't think it was bad either the way they promoted it. But something tells me this match is not gonna be clean or it's not gonna be good. And I hope next week if I join. If I'm not doing any of the games and I join the the review for Double or Nothing, I hope I'm wrong. But I'm thinking this match, it might not live up to it. I think it's gonna be like a D. If we were to grade it, I hope like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't know.
I hope you're
wrong.
wrong.
I just got a feeling.
And Adam got on to me for being too harsh on AEW.
Well, it's just like something that's not gonna click, or I don't know, when they book it or when they gave it, they might not have enough time, or something. It's not gonna something organically is not gonna feel right with this match.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't know. I just got a funny feeling, a bad feeling.
Sometimes the sizzle is not as good as or sometimes the steak is not as good as the sizzle.
Yeah,
the sizzle is better than the steak. That's the phrase I was looking for.
Perfect, man. Look at that.
But not if
it's a
it's
steak
tomahawk.
Analogy. Tomahawk steaks and sizzles and man.
You had to throw in that tomahawk. Yeah, I might grow up some burgers. Yeah, and then he just throws in there so casually. Maybe a tomahawk steak. Really, Kev, everyone's mouth is watering right now. Anyway. Sorry. So what's the next match?
Next we have Britt Baker versus.
No. Say it right.
Britt Baker versus DMD versus Ruby Soho.
Wait. We don't know who's gonna win because we still got Ruby Soho versus the Alien on Friday night, though. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, but I just wanted to be a little bit of a heel with you. I heard through another podcast or another that the gentleman that does Ruby's song, that writes it, I forget his name, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna be performing it live in Vegas. That's a freaking spoiler. We know who's gonna win that match on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of inside spoiler without saying she's gonna win. On that, so I just.
Who's he facing again? Chris Statlander.
I was gonna pick Britt Baker, but now I'm gonna pick Ruby Soho. There's no way you make an entrance like that and you lose. I agree.
I agree. And also, they want to get the former WWE wrestler over, and if you're gonna sign him, it's just all signs point that because Let me tell you something. Ruby Rojo Soho running in AEW. Yeah, I'm like, really? You made a big deal when
Yeah.
she first got there, and what has she done?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Britt Baker. I thought they would push you all the way, even ahead of the WWE females, but apparently
Oh,
not.
come
I'm
on.
sorry.
Come
I'm
on. Ruby Soho has
sorry.
had a really bad run. Ruby Soho has had a really bad run since starting in
Yes,
AEW.
yes. Now let me
Yeah.
ask you
They've
this:
done.
between both of these ladies, who really will represent an Owen Hart there? It'd be Britt Baker, to
Yeah.
be honest with you. If you're trying to be your first inaugural, it will be kind of, that's what, I'm not saying it like she's exactly like Britt Baker, but like Owen was like a like type of wrestler like Britt Baker who could be a main, started off working her way up, good technical wrestler, good all the characteristics that Owen Hart represented. It so did Britt Baker in her
Yeah.
wrestling trajectory, and that's a perfect person if you want to make your first inaugural. That's why I was kind of disappointed that Samoa Joe won that match. I thought Kyle O'Reilly kind of fit that more, or even one of the FTR, but maybe Adam Cole wins it. But I don't know if Adam. Yeah,
They just
we'll,
went
we'll,
with the
we'll,
two biggest stars. They just
yeah,
went with like
yeah,
two
yeah.
guys who are big stars. It doesn't. This tournament has nothing. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. I'm going to piss people off. This tournament has nothing to do with Owen.
No,
I said that
er,
since they first announced it. I've been saying that
Yeah.
since I said, why are you doing a freaking tournament with a wrestler who never wrestled in your promotion, never stepped foot in there? It wasn't even a lie.
It's a shot to WWE. It's just a shot to WWE.
It
That's all it
was,
is.
it was, it all it was, and I'm glad it's blowing up in your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
all
I
right.
have,
Next we got, ironically, another Owen Hart finals. Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole, and something tells me Adam Cole is going to win this because it he. I think AW just holds him in really high regard because he always gets the pop with the Adam Cole baby.
It's not just the
yeah.
baby, but also Britt Baker. They're like the
Yeah.
power couple. They're the loving couple of AEW. Oh look, they're so cute. They're not nauseating like Ty County and Guevara. and I think Cole being the big uh, draw that they grab from NXT. Also with the Elite Club that they're trying to build there, they gravitate around him, and I think he's over right now. And if you want to look at both these, like we were just finished saying, who represents a little more like Owen Hart, if you want to, go that route, it's kind of out of Cole. Lone, he,
Right.
he was part of a facet, then became the Lone Heart. Remember when everyone defected from when the Montreal screw job? He was the only nugget that couldn't get flushed, and Adam Cole was like the last one of the elite to stay in it in WWE before getting his release eventually, so forth like that. There's a lot of similarities that they could play. So I'm with you, Heel. Adam, what's your thoughts there on who you think is gonna win?
I would like to see Adam Cole, baby, win this match. He not that this tournament has anything to do with Owen, but if it did, um, Adam Cole is more of a fit. He's more of an Owen type, and also if this is going to be a thing that you defend, kind of like MJF having to defend the diamond ring, the whatever it is that ring that he wears that he has to defend once a year. A friend of mine actually said, "What if they made the Owen Cup winner, have to defend that title once a year?" But it was only a once a year thing, like MJF's diamond ring. And I can definitely see Adam Cole, baby, being more of a defender of that. And also the feel good moment at the end with Adam Cole and Britt Baker both having won and being in the ring together. I think it's just a nice moment. I
Yeah,
think
I
it'd be
didn't think
sweet.
about that too. I didn't think about that aspect. And also, you know what? Also, I'm over Samoa Joe.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, his matches have been really off lately.
And then the thing is, it's not just. And the thing is, the performers that perform with him botch moves. I don't know if it's because it's him, or doesn't sell it. It's like, yo, I mean, how much more
they
am I gonna
just have
see you? Yeah, I don't go away.
they just have too many guys. It's just so hard. It's so hard to get everybody over. Like, if you had Samoa Joe in just Ring of Honor right now, he would undoubtedly be the Ring of Honor champion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the fact that you have, Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe and all these other guys, Hangman Page, CM Punk at the top, it's just so hard to get everybody over. And they're trying really hard. They're trying as hard as they can to get as many people over as they can, Keith Lee. But
Oh, we'll get to him in a minute.
yeah, it's not working. I mean, they're putting Keith Lee with Shane Strickland, and they're paying money for this guy.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they're paying money for these guys.
Yeah.
They're paying money for Sting. They're paying money for these guys, and it's like, are they really getting their money's worth out of these guys, or is it just like a huge mess?
That's why Eric Ripoff said that what he said about CM Punk being the biggest financial flop there is in AEW. But I think he's using him, but he means more beyond that. But let's go to the next match because I got a good hot take on.
Yeah,
all right,
the next one, I don't know if we're gonna get it again, but here it comes, Kev. Next we got Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus. Defending Ray, AEW tag team match, whatever. A lot of words. Against Team Taz, Ricky Starks, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Versus Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, again for the AEW tag team titles at the Raid title belt.
First and foremost, I don't think Jurassic Express retains their titles, and it leaves only 2 teams left.
Oh no!
And as much as I'm gonna say this, and I know, and I'm gonna look at the mirror, I'm gonna look in the camera again, like I always do, and I always say, Keith Lee, you still suck, and they're still gonna give you. They're gonna freaking put the titles on your dumb ass, even though you suck, and it's gonna be the worst tag team, because Swerve Strickland, I think, is an up and comer, although both of you guys have some bad attitude, and I got a hot take. Like you were mentioning, trying to get people over and over and over. I don't see Ricky Starks renewing or staying long in AEW. It will be WWE bound. He will be leaving. He will be going with Cody, and shout out to Busted Open Podcast. I love listening to Bubba Ray, Bully Ray, and Dave LaGreca. I love listening to them from time to time, whenever they come out, whenever they provide it on the audio platform. I love it. And they interviewed Ricky Stark, and he's still one of his mentors, and he talks to each and every day was Cody Rhodes, and they were like, Cody, he's not there. Well, I still talk to him each and every day because he is the one person I really am close with and talk with, and that tells me, especially the way you're putting over all these older XWD wrestlers over Ricky Stark and Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm not saying Hobbs is going anywhere, but you're pushing them over for guys who had bad reputation in WWE. That's the reason why. I think I was talking to Samurai about why certain wrestlers get released who were up and coming, and I told him, you don't know how people behave outside of the ring. WWE was a $1 billion company. I know I'm going a little bit off the rail, and if you don't behave right with booking or the guys who set up the ring or any hotels that you stay in, if you act like a jackass outside, you're representing a $1 billion company, and that's why sometimes it leads to your release. Because not just because you go ahead and wrestle and perform, you also got to conduct yourself. You are a independent contractor that has to conduct themselves or your own entity, your own brand. And if you're acting like a fool, sometimes some big company, the risk is not worth keeping him because we might get a lawsuit. This guy is a turtle jerk or whatever. I digress. Let me return, and that's why I think Ricky Stark is getting frustrated and seeing. You know what? The AEW originals who helped with blood, sweat, and tears when there was a maybe to launch this company 3 years ago, took a chance of going to a no-name company and start from the beginning. It's like right now, the BX Sports Jedi Network right now. I'm gonna use that as an example. We're starters, we're nobodies, and thank you for my main guy Chef Dan to believe in me and coming number one guy to come with me, along with my son Austin. Now I got you guys brought up here, and now we draw. Let's say, for instance, all of a sudden Jim Corderas, the former WWE referee, is free and wants to come join my wrestling podcast. It ain't gonna be right for me to say, Adam, I don't really go heel, or MK, I really don't want to use you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go with Jim Corderas because I just got him. I'm gonna, he's hot right now, and I'm gonna use him. How would you guys feel? Oh, I was with you from the very beginning. I helped you build the Jedi Network. Now you get 10,000 subscribers, and now you're gonna push me away.
Don't forget Caputo.
Yeah. Oh, Caputo, exactly.
Yeah.
You could buy me out for a bunch of tomahawk steaks, though.
Yes, I'll get it from Cinderella's right to you.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna also do a hot take, and I'm gonna say this is going to be. Oh man, I wish I could see Kev's reaction when this happens. Keith Lee and Shane Strickland are going to win the AEW
I said the same thing.
Yeah. And then they're going to go on to win the ROH Tag Team Championships.
Oh God!
Then they're going to win the Triple Tag Team Championship.
No.
They're not going to let them there. No, stop.
And become the greatest tag team champions in the history of ever. Better than Legion of Doom. Better than Demolition. Better than the Heart Foundation. Better than
you know what? You just made the list. Oh no!
Oh, here we go. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I don't even like them. It's not even because of Kev. I just don't like them.
You know what? Swerve Strickland has potential as a wrestler. I think he's a real good wrestler, but of course, they're not good backstage. There's reasons why it's so forth, and I don't want to bring it. It just. They're gonna win. I think they win the tag titles too. I'm agree with you. I know Luchasaurus, and I'll be shocked if Luchasaurus wins. Jurassic Express comes back with their titles.
I'll just put it this way: I do think they're gonna drop the titles because number one, they see the potential in Jungle Boy, and they're gonna start pushing him to the moon. At least I would love that. So. But I do agree. I think we're all in agreement. Sadly, that Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland is gonna win the tag titles. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna make me not care about the tag titles. I'm just gonna be like, do you, brother?
Let me ask you this: do you think Taz has any influence in booking and say, these are my guys, and say, listen, if we don't put the titles on these guys and get them on the run, we might be losing some of these young talents. I understand you brought these guys over here, but we might
maybe. But Tony Khan, he loves to sign these guys and then, like you said, push them to the moon and try to get them, at least over on the AEW brand. So plus he's putting in a lot of work to really get Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland a lot of TV time, really over.
Yes.
So he's if you think about it, he's kind of been working these guys up for a title run.
Especially when you have two guys who are standing in the ring who are completely frozen when Keith Lee's doing the contest. They were just standing there.
They should have just tickled each other.
I
know. Tickle fight.
Yeah, I mean, and then he comes, and then the thing is, he comes there strutting, There's a time limit here. That's why the freaking women's match only or 9:30 only has 10 minutes because you go 5 minutes because you decide you're gonna do.
I'll be the first to admit. I think that Keith Lee is a very one-trick pony. I don't think he's great in the ring. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's like Powerhouse Hobbs bad. But he's still not great. His one move is he shoves people across the ring.
Yeah,
and it was cool. It was cool a few years ago when he was doing it to these tiny guys, and they were like fly across the ring and fly out of the ring. And when he was on the Indies and he was in NXT and he was doing it there, it was cool, man. But it's like, okay, you are the Beatles, but you never got past "She Loves You." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know.
move
Good
on,
analogy.
move on.
You know what? Good analogy, man. You're hitting my demographic and into something dear to me. So
He
go
should
for
be
it,
on.
brother.
He should be on to like Sergeant Pepper right now. He should be up to like White Album. But
Yellow
like
Submarine.
he's still, Yellow Submarine, but he's still playing "I
Oh,
Want to
yeah.
Hold Your Hand."
Hey, I like "Here Comes the Sun." Okay, that's
I love
mine.
"Here Comes the Sun." I think that's the
Yeah.
best song on. Not only is the best song on Abbey Road, but they didn't even
Yeah.
want George Harrison to write a song. Anyway,
Yeah,
now we're really getting into the weeds.
Sadly when Keith Lee and then win the titles, they're gonna be like, "Here comes the darkness."
Why, King Triple H?
You know what?
Absolutely.
Personally, you know what? I agree with you. Truck One Trick Pony and Keith Lee. You should be bouncing somewhere in some club. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Heel. Go ahead and introduce the next
Yeah.
match.
By the
I'll
way,
let you
I'm
guys-
pretty sure the producers probably told them onto Kev's point, like, dude, you may be limitless, dude, but we're not, dude. We're running out of time here. Yeah.
You should have Elijah Woods come behind with the trombone.
Yeah.
Next, we got Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb for the
God. The
singles
catcher's
match
mitt.
for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Her face does look like a catcher's mitt. I'm sorry.
That promo, can you at least give me a promo with some makeup? To stop using that same picture promo with poor Serena Deeb. She wasted a couple of weeks ago 10 minutes of nonsense about, oh, WWE made me want to go get implants and they made me look because of my looks. Meanwhile, she don't get mad at AEW with that terrible photo that she puts up there. She looks like a catcher's mitt.
She does. She really does. Man.
I'll just say Thunder Rosa retains.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa retains.
I hope so.
Yeah, she needs to. She's like one of the only very few like good AEW wrestlers.
I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so because I'm personally hoping I hope Serena Deeb gets jumped in the backstage and she don't make the match.
And then they can put the cowboy hat in a ladder and have the cowboy hat in a pole match,
Just stop. No, come on.
or maybe Homer Simpson will come. Hey Marge, have you seen my hat?
Yeah, Homer. I think they're using it in a ladder match in AEW.
Maybe Shinsuke just
Wow, that was good.
Oh, thank you.
You got Mr. Heel thinking about the cartoons now because he forgot about going to the next program, the next match.
I kind of was. I was just thinking to myself.
He was going donuts.
Hey Marge.
Hey Marge, I want some donuts.
I love some little boys. Come over here, Adam.
Hey,
Cookie Monster. What's the next match?
Hey Brian.
Anyway, we got Hangman Page versus CM Punk for the AEW World title. If there is a god out there, have CM Punk win this title. That's all I gotta say.
Why? Nope. I'm going with Adam Page here because you're an AEW original, and you're an AEW original. You need to win the belt. You need to retain.
But he doesn't have. He sucks right now. I'm sorry. He just right now he does.
I would say one thing. Putting the title on Punk will help the title. It will help the AEW World Championship because it's Punk. But having Adam Page go over CM Punk will help Adam Page. So do they want to help the title or do they want to help the person holding the title? Either way, you kind of win.
Hey, that's a good point, but
I could see that. I could see that because let me ask you this, guys. Winner of this match, do they fight in that porno that's called pay-per-view Forbidden Door?
The porno? What?
Well,
What?
I mean,
Porno?
that looks like that's what it sounds like. When I heard Forbidden Door, I thought it was a porno they were running.
Pornhub / Forbidden Door. Hashtag Forbidden Door.
Yeah, browser presents the Forbidden Door.
I think so. I think you have to because don't you want your title to be exposed to everything? No pun intended.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be in Chicago. So you know how they
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there aren't going to be any wrestlers in the audience, though. It's going to be only fans.
Yeah, the Blue's Clues dot, so to speak, are telling me CM Punk is going to win this
You
regardless.
did not get it. That
I
went
got
over
you.
Hill's head.
No, I got you too. I got
Only
it.
fans.
Only
All right.
fans. I know. CJ. See,
Oh, no,
you
no,
can make
I got
there's
it.
20.
I
That's gonna
got
be 20,000. 20,000 in a day, and you know.
No,
Right.
I got it. I was just in
You
the
didn't
middle
get
of
that
my-
one either, did you?
I didn't
Uh-huh.
hear you. What?
The 20,000, the 20K. Well,
What?
all right. Since
What?
I have an adolescent here in Heel, let's explain. To OnlyFans
boy.
is a site where women or male has a bunch of folks pay for nice pictures, tasteful nudes, and you had Lana, which is CJ Perry, made $20,000 in one day.
Look at Hill. Hill is looking up it's right now. Oh my goodness. Isn't this a family? I remember MK saying that this is a family show.
Go on.
Yes, and she made $20,000 in one day, and now Lana, Liana, which AKA Nia Jax, will be there. So got something
How
for you
did-
there, Heel.
All
How did
right,
Misha feel about that? AKA
how-
Miro.
Do you know how much is her OnlyFans?
I
Well,
think that I'm too cheap for that. So
personally.
I got too many bills to be thinking about wasting
I'll
money.
look it up later. All right.
All right.
And not for nothing. Have you
Anyway.
seen my wife? I don't need to go on OnlyFans, so I'm okay.
All right. So I don't know. I mean, this match is going to be a snoozer for me. I hope I'm surprised, but I think that CM Punk is past his prime, and putting the title on him would be bad. I think that putting Hangman Page over would be better for the company on a whole, because it would almost legitimize Hangman Page as a champion, I think, by
That
having him
pop
go
in
over CM
Chicago
Punk.
though with Punk as champion though. Oh my god.
That's true.
Oh.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that pisses me off. Oh, because I know it's gonna be in Chicago, and they're gonna want him to strut out there with the belt. Now, and if Punk wins, and I think Khan will do it because, oh, look at me, come sign with AEW. I'll put the strap on you immediately. Look how I did with Punk. Look what I did with Moxley. Come on, former WWE. Come on, I'll give you the belt.
It could be.
And that's gonna suck, huh?
Yeah, it could be in Punk's contract
And
that
it's
he
gonna
wins the
suck.
belt.
It's gonna suck
Yeah.
for those, like I said, the originals, like a MJF,
Right.
Ricky Starks,
Well,
those guys that been in there. You know, what's to tell you about Darby Allin, who's going out
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
busting his ear end,
Oh,
throwing his
yeah.
body all over the place, and not even I don't even has he ever had at least a title match before, even if he loses?
He's had he's had the TNT title.
No, but has he had a title, just a match with the champion, with an opportunity to win
so.
world gold?
I don't think so. I don't think he has. I don't think he's ever had a world title match. No, not yet.
Right. He like thank you. He never had opportunity, like a chance that teasing you. He might have an opportunity to beat the main man, and he's actually in the ring with. Oh, maybe there is a chance for Darby Allin, or showcasing. You know what? I might not win the title now, but pretty soon I might get over. He hasn't, and the AEW didn't even give him that. So what is he doing, wasting his time? This is my point with these good wrestlers, young kids. You're wasting your time, and this is what bothers me in the AEW facet. Take care of your in-house guys who's been there, and that's the only thing I have. One negative critique I have with that, but it is what it is. If Punk wins, it's it's going to be good for business, but it is what it is.
You could always have. Sorry, Hill. Just real quick, I was
It's
going to
okay.
say that you can always have Punk win, and then celebrate,
Mhm.
and then MJF comes out, attacks Punk, setting up Punk versus MJF at All Out in Chicago. Punk goes in champion. MJF walks out champion in Chicago.
Ooh, I would love that. But I can tell this main event though, this is definitely like mixed type of emotions type of thing for either result.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah.
controversial. Either way you swing the pendulum, it's going to be a negative result. If Punk wins, you're going to have people who are not going to like it, and originals. And if Hangman Page wins, then they're going to man like, what the Punk has to do here? But all in all, damn, after losing to Wardlow, you're gonna think MJF is not gonna have the cachet to go and challenge a Punk for a belt. For the title. I know as much as a draw pop, but how's it? You kind of gotta make Wardlow lose then, so MJF could look more cocky peacock to go after that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you can't have Wardlow. You can't have Wardlow go over MJF and then have MJF suddenly be like, "I'm gonna go for the title." You know.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, man? I
Especially
just lost to
like-
Wardlow. Now the number one contender. What's up?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, maybe they plan on having Kenny back soon, and maybe with Kenny coming back, they plan on maybe having him and Hangman face off, and you have the porno pay-per-view Forbidden Door coming up, so maybe something will happen there with Kenny. I don't know, but I feel like something's going to happen at this pay-per-view with Kenny. I'm calling it right now.
I just hope that that we don't get no interference from Johnny Gargano or Killer Cross. Please don't.
Oh.
Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a straight up one-on-one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I want. I don't want, straight up one-on-one. Give me the best. If Punk wins on a straight up match, you know what? I'm okay. I'm gonna be all right with it. All right. But if I don't want no gimmicks, no interference, no.
Yeah.
One thing I'm really tired about with Punk as a whole, like, he's such a try-hard babyface, and his promos are always like, "I love you guys. I love the fans. I love AEW," and it's like, why are people not booing you? Because Cena did the same thing, and they booed Cena.
Yeah, he is basically trying to be like the Cena of AEW.
You all
Anyway,
right?
yeah, you had your mic muted.
Yeah. I'm still producing on the other side of the.
Oh, okay.
glass.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Adam, he is trying to be almost like the Cena of AEW if you think about it in a weird way.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't get why he's not being booed for this. I don't get it. But
I did this
yeah,
for the
it's kind of
fans.
ludicrous.
Adam,
Yeah.
I don't care what you do, but I did it for the fans. I'm the one that opened the doors. For all
I
this
did it
shit,
for the rock.
Yeah.
I did it for
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah, even on podcasts, he's like, because I saw one with Renee. He's like, yeah, I did this for the fans. I did 50,000
He's a
ice cream bars and
tryhard.
all that. I'm like, dude, you're
He's
literally
such a
trying to be, you're trying to be CM Cena right now, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, he really has
Yeah.
become what he hates. He is the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I remember that promo. John Cena, you're the New York Yankees, man. No one likes you other than how you're the Yankees, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, now CM Punk has kind of become the New York Yankees. I agree.
You're the obstacle to overcome now.
The what?
You're the obstacle to overcome now, like CM Punk is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of feel like this is lose-lose. I feel like if Hangman goes over, it's more boring more boring Hangman Page. But at the same time, maybe people actually start to believe in his work more, and people will say, hey, maybe we can get behind Hangman as champion now because he beat Punk, or if Punk wins.
I just thought of something.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kev.
What if they have the world title match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the same way we saw the great AEW botch, we get a bunch of New Japan wrestlers, like whoever. I don't know watch Junior Japan wrestling. I don't know who's who.
Junior Japan wrestling.
Their top champion or their number one
Okada.
challenger champion, Okada, and someone else come in and
Naito.
they interfere into the world title match, and they just no contest, setting up a triple threat match, and Ring of Honor triple threat match, and go for it, or fatal four-way Ring of Honor heavyweight champion,
Wait a second. Hang on. You want to end Double or Nothing, AEW's maybe biggest pay-per-view, with a no contest? You want a no contest to main event the pay-per-view?
I kind of, I
Oh
kind of,
no!
but I don't think that's
No,
gonna be
no,
the.
no!
Guess what,
Wait,
Adam?
wait, wait.
That's not gonna be the main event.
Hold on. Instead of doing that, okay, if we're playing Booker here, instead of doing that, why not have CM Punk or Hangman Page actually win, and then you have Okada come out and then point to the champion and be like, "We're fighting," at
Okay.
Forbidden Door.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
something
well, yeah,
similar
yeah.
along those lines. I
We
mean,
already
something
set up
along those lines, like that,
Yeah.
because you still don't lose. Page doesn't lose the belt. Or whoever wins, something similar to that, and then everybody. But I don't think this match is going to be the main event. I don't think they close this.
I just realized that they already screwed up though, because they already announced Punk versus Okada at Forbidden Door. So I think it's going to be
Yeah.
champion. It's going to be champion versus champion.
Oh my God! Well,
They gave it away.
oh my God! We already know who's champion now. Well, there you go.
They gave it away. Well, thank you very much, AEW, for giving it away.
Now,
Wow.
well, like you see, like I always say, this is like watching the Heal the Ring Raw edition. Why the hell listen to it if you're ready? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but AEW is great at like spoiling stuff because, like I said, right, they do that too on the regular shows. Like I said, even in the MJF Wardlow segment, they were like, "Yeah,
Yep.
if you even get past this match, then I'll see you at Double or Nothing or whatever." And it's like, and now tickets on sale. Come see MJF versus Wardlow, and I'm just like, "You mother!" I'm
Yeah.
like, really? I'm like,
Yeah.
well, there's your champion, folks. Unless they, have to redo it for some reason. Well, and we're done. Goodbye, folks. We're done with this ridiculous show.
Yeah.
So what's
Speaking of which, go ahead, Kev.
no, I was gonna say what's next on the bout. But go ahead, Adam. I'm sorry to cut you off there.
I think that's that was the main event, right? Just Hangman Page versus Punk. That was the last match.
Yeah, put the polls together. They're going to Chicago. They're gonna do Okada versus CM Punk. Okada's the champion, right? Like you said. Yeah. Well, there you go. Well,
There you go. Thanks very much, AEW. Thanks for telling us who. Thanks for telling us who wins at Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moron.
Wow. And then Tony Khan gets mad that Vince McMahon changes in the last minute. He says, "What do you think you do all week? So what do you do all weekend? What do you do all weekend? What are you doing, Vince? Changing at the last minute. I try to copy and paste. You know how hard it is that you change it at the last minute? I can't copy and paste it."
Right. Why did they not wait until after Forbidden Door to announce this match? Why did they not wait until after Forbidden Door to announce this match? Why did they not wait until after Forbidden Door to announce this match? Sorry, I mean Double or Nothing. Sorry, wait until after Double or Nothing. Sorry.
That has to be botch of the week right there. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so angry. You know what? When I realized it, I'm like, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Are you talking about me?
There he
Are you
is.
talking about me? I'm gonna get you in my black sweater. I'm gonna tell my daddy.
Yeah, and guess what? The freaking Jaguars suck. And Jaguars are never going to the next 20 years. Sorry, Jaguars fans, but we're not going to see a Jaguars win the Super Bowl in the next 20 years. They suck.
I hope they never win, those Jaguars. They suck.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Tampa Bay Bucks fan, so
You bandwagon every team you can, though.
I do not.
You're the definition of a 1-year contract type of guy.
No. All right.
Anyway, now
All right.
that's been spoiled, thanks.
Blue Cube.
Adam, you can't in the show whenever not only know what's happening.
Why did I not wait until after Double or Nothing?
Well, before we end the show, I love to always show you the this week in ABW highlights.
pay-per-view.
Great. That was
And there's
great.
more. And there's more. But wait, there's more. I just had to show you in a different angle. Oh my God!
Can you put Tony Khan up there at the end of the show because he was the botch of the week?
Oh wait, there's still more, my friend. There's still more. Here's the next one.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that deserved a chair shot. But here's our we got 2 Hall of Famers. Here's the first inductee to the Botch Hall of Fame.
The Islanders sweater has the Islanders trunk. Lands on his feet. Silver is in his home area. He stumbled, but he still got it. Let's recover.
There's your AEW World Champion. Hey, respect your AEW World Champion. He saved Long John Silver's.
And then the first inductee into the AEW Hall of Fame and the first diva.
Oh man!
And of course, the boob of the week. For letting us know who's going to win.
Speaking of that, guys, in closing, ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, if you're going to book a Forbidden Door pay-per-view, don't book it 1 month after your biggest pay-per-view of the year, Double or Nothing, only giving you 1 month to set up the matches for Forbidden Door. Give yourself more time to book Forbidden Door, have it a few months after Double or Nothing, so this way you can build into the matches. You don't have to announce one of the matches before Double or Nothing, giving away the ending. Double or Nothing, one of the Double or Nothing matches. That's it for me.
You know what I would have do? You know what I would have done when I saw that? When I would like to do the Tony Khan myself? Give him a fireball.
Yeah, there you go.
I hope we're wrong though, but more likely we're not. Once you put the puzzle pieces together, this makes too much sense to be wrong.
Yeah, I guess we'll see that. But you know what? All in all, what a good show you guys did today. I'm glad. You know what? I'm surprised that the pig of the ring didn't show up tonight.
Yeah.
We almost had. We had a couple piggy moments. We had a couple piggy moments, but no pig of the ring.
Moments, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Nothing too oink so much about.
We'll have the piggy bonus maybe next week.
After the Serene match.
Oh no, that's gonna be the catcher match. So can you like take Serena Deeb's body and just put like a catcher's mitt on her face?
Yes.
Oh my goodness! All right.
So well, Adam, give us our closing so we get closed out of here, man.
Thanks everybody for listening this week, and I appreciate Hio and Kev. I appreciate you having me once again. I'm still looking forward to Double or Nothing, believe it or not. Even though I think it's going to be a little bit lackluster compared to other AEW pay-per-views, especially the past 2 Double or Nothings. Overall, I thought Dynamite was an okay show. I didn't think it was really a great go-home show, but it's gonna be a fun pay-per-view.
All right. So thank you so much. We'll see you next week here on the Heel of the Ring podcast. That is Adam the Diff Man. We got Heel, and of course I am BS Sports Jedi Kev. Please hit like, subscribe, and follow us on all our audio platforms as well. Spotify, Spreaker, Anchor FM, Google, Apple, Amazon, you name it. Anywhere you get your favorite podcast audio platform, just put it BX Sports Jedi. We have all the Heel of the Ring programs, not just our Rampage or Dynamite, NXT, Raw, and of course we'll have the instant reaction afterwards. But stay tuned to us. We'll see you next time. Guys, stay backstage for a quick moment, and we'll say goodbye.
Awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock,
I might
you
grab
are
a bat,
looking
I
at the
don't know, my
youngest
rap, my
and
blood
best
boils
rising
over
star
like,
in
oh God,
professional
here goes. I lost all
wrestling.
feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you shut the fuck up real bad.
Shut up.
Bye.
Hey, everybody! Jackass Tony